This Friday, France is marking the National Day for the Abolition of Slavery. The date, May 10th, corresponds with the French Parliament's adoption of the so-called Taubira law in 2001, formally recognizing slavery and the slave trade as crimes against humanity. Speaking at commemorations in La Rochelle on France's western coast, French Prime Minister Gabriel Attal announced his wish to hold a national exhibition dedicated to the memory of slavery in 2026.
Ici même, pendant 2 siècles,
For 2 centuries, right here in La Rochelle, ships left this port 447 times, sealing the fate of at least 160,000 women and men who were taken from Africa. 160,000 people out of millions of people who were the victims of slavery and the slave trade. Saying it, recognizing it, doesn't make us weaker. On the contrary, it's a way of growing. Opening our eyes in the past is the best way to build a better future.
Well, a little earlier, I spoke to Françoise Verges, a former president of France's National Committe for the Memory and History of Slavery. I asked her whether she felt France is doing enough to own up to its colonial past.
I think that, we are still living with, what historians call the afterlives of slavery. That slavery is not abolished in the sense that who is owning the land in Guadeloupe, Martinique, Guyana, and Réunion, which was, slave colony. What is the environmental racism today? Why are they still underdeveloped? Why is still very poor territory? So this is very important. And so there is this a proposition of Prime Minister to have a national exhibition in 2026, which was a demand of the committee of which I was president for a long time. But I want to remind us that next year, 2025, will be also the anniversary of Charles X decree imposing on Haiti, of the young Republic of Haiti, a huge debt that has totally, absolutely hindered the development of the first Black Republic in history. So there is still a lot to be done in terms of reparation, very much to be done. And but one thing I would like to say, I know that in La Rochelle, they celebrated also this enslaved Black woman who was breastfeeding the children of owners, white kids. And I think this is very important to also acknowledge what was the role of a Black woman in slavery, how they were exploited and absolutely, really, taking the milk for their children to give to the children of their owners.
Historian Françoise Verges speaking to me earlier there.